Support for this podcast comes from listeners and St. Alphonsus Health System, a regional network of hospitals, clinics, and care providers. St. Alphonsus offers comprehensive healthcare services to individuals and families throughout the community. More information about services and locations is available at stalphonsus.org.
From Boise State Public Radio, this is The Connector, Idaho's daily news. Good morning, I'm James Dawson. It's Thursday, October 9th, and here are today's headlines. A long-forgotten and now broken pipe has ACHD on the hook for an expensive and complicated repair. Hailey is in line for new affordable housing, and state officials need help in solving an alleged deer poaching case. All that and more coming up on The Connector. This week, Coeur d'Alene City Council voted to celebrate next Tuesday as Charlie Kirk Remembrance Day after his assassination in September. The proclamation, sponsored by the right-wing nonprofit tradfam.org, celebrates Kirk's life, Christian principles, and support of free speech. Several people blasted the remembrance for excluding other recent victims of political violence. That includes local high schoolers like Maddie Gilmore.
If we're honoring one individual in connection to gun violence while ignoring the countless others affected by it, and in our own community, it sends the wrong message. It is inherently hurtful and it is wrong.
Republican State Senator Ben Taves, who created tradfam.org, says the proclamation is essential to promote healthy public discourse.
We need to be able to have these conversations. We need to be able to have disagreements. We need to show the next generation what it looks like to have a healthy debate.
Local churches and others are organizing a vigil to celebrate Kirk's life at the Coeur d'Alene City Park Bandshell at 6 p.m. on October 14th. Ada County Highway District has declared an emergency after a canal part failed along the edge of the Boise foothills. The Idaho Statesman reports crews found large sections of the pipe around Hill Road and North 32nd Street had rusted away or were otherwise damaged by a tree. The pipe carries stormwater from more than 50 storm drains upstream and recently caused flooding in the area because of the backup. An ACHD engineer told the newspaper the agency had forgotten it existed. ACHD officials are rushing to complete the complex project before March 15th, when irrigation districts require maintenance to be finished. It's estimated to cost more than $300,000. Hailey's Planning and Zoning Commission this week signed off on a plan to bring new affordable apartment units next to the city's downtown. The Mountain Express reports commissioners approved the request to convert nearly 50 rooms at the Hailey Airport Inn into 25 apartments. After negotiations with the city, developers will dedicate 7 of those units to people earning up to 120% of the area's median income. 3 of the studio rentals will max out at $840 a month, including utilities. Work on renovating the former motel is expected to start in December after several construction workers involved in a nearby project check out. The renovations to the Hailey Airport Inn will help chip away at the city's goal to create 838 new units by the end of the decade. A new study shows Nevada's groundwater and the ecosystems that rely on it is under growing strain. Researchers have mapped out solutions that could help and serve as a guide for other Mountain West states. Caleb Radel has more.
Nearly 4 in 10 wells across Nevada are losing water, putting springs, wetlands, and wildlife habitats in danger. Researchers say groundwater withdrawals are the main culprit, whether the water's pumped for farms, cities, or industry. Climate change, development, and population growth add even more pressure, says Laurel Saito with the Nature Conservancy, which led the study.
We already do see places where spring flows are declining or where wetlands are drying up, and how to resolve that is a real challenge.
Saito says there are strategies that could help, not just in Nevada, but across the Mountain West. That includes better well monitoring, smarter water management, and stronger policies to curb overuse. She adds that acting now is critical. Once groundwater drops too low, some habitats may never recover. For the Mountain West News Bureau, I'm Caleb Radel.
Idaho Fish and Game officials are asking for the public's help in learning more about an alleged deer poaching case that happened late last month near Blackfoot. Officials say they found the carcass of a white-tailed buck with its head removed along the banks of the Snake River between Blackfoot and Firth. It was shot with a rifle, according to law enforcement. That unit only allows for bow hunting between August and December. Anyone with information about the kill can call the Citizens Against Poaching hotline at 1-800-632 888-888-5999 or on Idaho Fish and Game's website. And Boise State sports fans have a couple matchups on tap tonight. First, the women's volleyball team takes on Colorado State in Fort Collins. Both are 3-1 in Mountain West play this year. The Rams are last year's conference champions. First serve gets underway at 6 p.m. Women's soccer starts an hour later in Boise. They're also in conference play with San Jose State. The Lady Broncos are currently leading the Mountain West in soccer with 2 wins and 2 draws. Meanwhile, the Spartans are nearly last in the conference, coming into the match with 1 loss and 3 draws. And that's today's episode of The Connector. I'm James Dawson, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. To stay in touch with the news between now and then, check out boisestatepublicradio.org or download the free Boise State Public Radio app. Thanks for listening.
Sources and methods, the crown jewels of the intelligence community. Shorthand for how do we know what's real? Who told us? If you have those answers, you're on the inside, and NPR wants to bring you there. From the Pentagon to the State Department to spy agencies, listen to understand what's really happening and what it means for you. Sources and Methods, the new national security podcast from NPR.